We are quickly approaching the summer travel season, and the one staple I want in all of my summer travel capsules is a great pair of stylish travel sandals. And if you're anything like me, you might always be looking for a sandal, kind of a unicorn, that not only gives you all-day comfort and support, but also has style and versatility, looking cute with dresses and pants. Today, I'm reviewing 10 very popular sandal brands to help you, and maybe me, find the perfect travel sandal. Let's go. Like with all my shoe review videos, I do want to give the caveat up front that we all have very unique feet. And what works great on my feet might not be the best for your feet. I do have a fairly slim foot, so the shoes that fit me might be too tight on some of you. Today, I'm going to do my best to point out if the shoe comes in wide size options or just seems like a shoe made for a wider foot overall, at least wider than my foot. When I was choosing which shoes to order, my main focus was on style. I want to find a shoe that not only can I wear around all day on a tour, but will also look great for nicer events too. And I heard from you guys last year that you don't particularly like sandals with toe thongs, so you'll be happy to know that none of the shoes I'm reviewing today have toe thongs, although I will be showing a couple of bonus toe thong sandals at the very end for those of you that do like them. I have been testing all of these shoes out over the last 6 weeks, and I tried very hard to get at least 10,000 steps in each shoe to try to emulate how it would feel walking around when traveling. And I ordered all of the shoes in a size 8 regular, just to give you a little more perspective when you are looking at the shoes on my feet. To keep the video from getting too long, I'm going to be putting some details on the screen for each shoe, the current price, how many color options there are, and how much they weigh, because that is important when you're packing. I'm going to go through these by price, starting with the least expensive, and at the end, I'm going to reveal my overall favorites. The first sandal we're starting with are these Skecher Pure Light kind of wedge style sandals. So many of you absolutely love the Skecher brand shoes, including my mom. She is a big Skecher lover. So I wanted to make sure to include a pair in this review. These are very lightweight. They do have the unique system of where you can just slide your foot in and the back strap just pops up behind your ankle to give you support. So I know that for some of you, not having to bend over to put the sandals on is a plus. They do come in both wide sizes and half sizes. For me, they don't really work. They're a little bit too big. These are an 8 regular. They are a little bit too big on me through here, the width of them. So my foot tends to slide down in the shoe when I'm wearing them. And then my arch of my foot does not line up with the arch in the shoe. And they kind of made my feet a little bit sore wearing them around all day. I will say there was no rubbing. I didn't have any hot spots on these when I wore them. As for style, they're not my style. If you've been here a while, you know I am a little bit more bohemian, maybe a little more dressy, I guess. These just feel a little too mature and conservative for me, but for some of you, this might be a great option, especially if you're looking for something with a little bit of a platform and you don't want a flat shoe. They were comfortable. I think that you could wear them out of the box and they would be just fine if your foot isn't too narrow. They do not come in narrow sizes. So if you have a slim or narrow foot, I don't think these are going to work for you. There may be some other Skecher sandals. I have had one other pair of Skecher sandals in the past, and those I had the same issue with. They were too wide on my foot overall, and I just would slide down in the shoe when I was wearing them. So not overall comfortable. So I ended up giving those away to somebody. But these, yeah, if you have a slightly wider foot, And since they do come in wide options, if you have a wide foot, these might be a good option for you. Our second sandal today are these Reef platform sandals. And I was so excited to get these and try these out. I actually purchased them for my Puerto Rico trip. And I was so excited because they're a little dressier with the black leather. And I just thought they were going to be so cute with my dresses and shorts and such. But unfortunately, we had a couple of days that we walked around a ton and I wore these and they just rubbed a major hot spot on both of my feet in the area where these little connectors are and the seams that are part of where the straps go around the connectors. That just rubbed my foot so bad. I ended up having to put Band-Aids on them because they rubbed the skin off. So these were very disappointing. They're also one of the heaviest shoes that I'm showing today, so I don't think they'd be very practical for packing overall. And they also only come in whole sizes. So I'm really sad because so many of you suggested the Reef sandals, and I have had Reef flip-flops for years and I love them, but these just didn't work for me. Our third sandal today are these Quince Italian leather kind of semi-platform sandal. And I was slightly worried with these sandals when I first put them on because they are a little big on me across the toe strap. So I was concerned that I might get blisters, but after wearing them around actually multiple different days, because I do like these, I have not gotten any blisters or hot spots wearing these. The base of them, the foot pad, is actually super cushy, it's cushy and supportive. So not super, super cushy, but cushy enough that your foot feels relaxed when your foot is walking on the foot pad. I hope that makes sense. I think these are a great shoe. You can wear these pretty much with anything. And they do only come in whole sizes. That is one of the drawbacks of many of these shoes only come in whole sizes, which I think is kind of odd. But you should be able, because you have the adjustability with the strap here, with the ankle strap, you should be able to find a size that will fit you. They have great tread, so they'll be great across any terrain that you're traveling across during your summer travels. And they look great with anything you put them on with. I've worn them with pants, skirts, dresses, shorts, outfits. I mean, they're just a super cute, versatile type of shoe. And the price point is really good on them. The next pair is another highly recommended brand, and that is Teva. Many of you absolutely love Tevas. I did go with a sporty style because I am trying to get a pair of sandals that goes with pretty much all of the things that you might wear for your summer travels. So these are the slim leather original Tevas. And I was worried because they have the same connectors that, let's see if you can see that. Same connectors here that the Reef sandal has, these little triangles. And when I first put them on, I was like, ooh, I don't know, they might rub, but they have not rubbed at all. I have been very pleased with how comfortable these were right out of the box. These are a pair of shoes that you could wear with almost anything. I would not wear these out for a nice dinner out, but everything else, I think that they would be completely appropriate for. And with the tread on the bottom of them and Teva being known as hiking sandals, I would be very comfortable wearing these for some light to moderate hiking, let's say, even a little bit beyond a nature trail, but not like a hardcore hike. I think these would be fine for. They are probably the most casual pair of sandals that I am showing out of the whole group today. So there is that, but they were surprisingly, I like these more than I thought I would. Let's just put it that way. Next up are these Clarks April Clover sandals. My grandmother was a big Clarks fan, so I was kind of thinking these might be a bit too much of a mature and conservative style for me, but I have been very pleasantly surprised by this shoe. I love that you have 3 different ways to adjust how they fit on your foot, and the footbed is incredible. incredibly comfortable. They come in wide, narrow, and half sizes. They are definitely one of the most comfortable shoes out of the bunch and the one with the biggest size availability, which I really appreciate. I've worn these multiple days like many of these other shoes, and they have just been fantastic shoes. Again, another shoe that you can wear with pretty much everything. And I think in the right circumstances, these in the right dress, these would still be a nice shoe to wear for a dressy dinner out. Another widely recommended shoe brand was the FitFlop, and these are the Lulu adjustables. And since I wanted to stick to non-toe thongs and non-slip-on shoes, there were very few options to choose from at FitFlop. But these are another surprise. Although I don't particularly love this brown color, it has far too much orange in it for me. These shoes are incredibly comfortable. Being able to adjust the width in 2 places made it super easy for me to get the perfect size, and they are incredibly lightweight. They are much cuter in real life than I thought they would be when I ordered them, and I liked them so much that I have ordered them in black so that I can take a pair with me to Portugal this summer, because I think they're going to be a shoe that I will probably wear the entire time that I am traveling in Portugal. Super, super comfortable. I've worn these around the house a lot because I like to have a shoe on when I'm in the house to support my feet. And these have kind of been my go-to lately to just wear around, trying them out for this video, but also just because they're so comfortable. These are the Olukai Tiare, I think that's how you say it. And if you watched my sandal review video from last year, you might remember that I've been looking for a look-alike sandal for these from M. Parsons, but I'm not spending $500 on a pair of sandals. I tried some Crocs that looked pretty similar, but they were too wide for my foot. So when I saw these Olukai sandals, I thought I might have a winner. But unfortunately, they are just a little too big around my foot as well. I love my Olukai booties and flip-flops, but they only come in whole sizes. And I think with this particular model, I could have used a half size down. I love the way they look other than being loose on my foot, and the footbed is very comfortable. If you are someone who prefers a much lower profile sandal and you want something a little bit dressier, whoops. And you want something a little dressier, these could be a really good option for you. And I'll try to not keep dropping my shoes. The next 2 sandals are 2 wedge options that I wanted to try, both from brands highly recommended by y'all. The first are these Sorel Cameron wedges that I wanted to love so much. The Sorel booties that I purchased for my Scandinavia trip were amazing and fit so well, and I had very high hopes for these wedges. Unfortunately, they are just too heavy and clunky. I do really like the way they look and how they make my legs look. I think they are very similar to the style of wedge that Jennifer Aniston wears a lot. They have a very comfortable footbed and they don't rub. I just don't think they make a great travel shoe, even if you were just bringing them to wear for dressier occasions. I'll still be wearing these around here all summer, but they're just not going to be a pair of shoes I'll be packing. They're so heavy. However, this next wedge shoe by another brand highly recommended by y'all is fantastic. The Vionic Cholera wedge is incredibly comfortable and looks great with everything except maybe athletic wear. They are just a moderate wedge, so it gives you a little bit of lift, making your legs look great, but the support built into the footbed makes you feel like you are walking around in flats all day. I love the look of the mixed leather and rattan stretch material, which could go with pretty much any color palette you might choose for the summer. If you do have foot issues, especially plantar fasciitis, Vionics are specifically designed to help support those areas. When I wore these all day, my feet, legs, and back all felt great at the end of the day. Super, super comfortable shoes. I mean, I would absolutely wear these touring around all day. Probably wouldn't go like power walking in them, but absolutely if I was on a tour bus and going from place to place, I'd have no qualms wearing these shoes all day. Lastly is probably the most popular travel sandal on the market today, and it's the Taos The Show. I got them in this pretty champagne color, but they do come in various different colors if you don't like shiny shoes. Like the Clarks, I thought these might be a little too mature for my style, but once I put them on, I really like the way they look. And as expected, the footbed is very comfortable. The leather is soft, so there was no rubbing, and the shoes look great with a wide variety of outfits. Taos just really knows how to make a great, supportive, comfortable footbed for all of their shoes. Very, very nice sandals. So here are my favorites based on what you might be looking for and what I was looking for. First, if you are looking for a dressier travel shoe, the Vionic Cholera Wedge is perfect. You can wear it all day, like I said, for wine tasting, maybe a full day wedding event. Like I said, I don't think I'd wear it out power walking, but really a great shoe. My second favorite, if you prefer more of a flat profile shoe that can go do everything from light nature walks to dressier dinners out, is the Clarks April Clover. Such a fantastic all-around shoe with so much support. And finally, my overall favorite is the FitFlop. Another shoe that can go from nature walks to dressier dinners, but gives you a little bit of a lift, which I really like. And if you're concerned about packing weight, they are incredibly light. I just wish they had more color options. Now, I promised a couple of bonus pairs of thong sandals that have quickly become my favorites this spring, and they are the EVA Birkenstock Giza and these Kualu orthotic slip-on sandals. Both are incredibly comfortable and lightweight. The Kualu sandals are only about $28, and they come in 17 different color options. These are the two shoes I pretty much wear every day right now. They are both so incredibly supportive. I'd love to know if you have tried any of these sandals, or did I miss your favorite travel sandal? Please let us know in the comments below. And if you are looking for a cute travel dress to pair up with your travel sandals, check out this video next. Thank you so much for choosing to be here today. I hope you have safe and wonderful travels.